Hello and welcome back to Kuk Kitten, and today is Friday. Yay! For everybody whose last working day is Friday. So it is Friday, which means hashtag DIY DP weekly. This is my hopefully weekly post with me working on my conversion. So here is what I am working on. This is called The Lord of the Rings stained glass window, but it's not the Lord of the Rings, it's actually the story of the Hobbit. I'm doing this in 4 pieces. I've got 2 larger pieces, I've done one, now on the second one, and I'm also doing a strip which comprises of 2 smaller pieces. So got quite a way to go. That's what I'm working on. So I'm going to come out of there and I'm going to go into the chart, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the arrow, I'm going to move across because I want to get my next section ready. So, just in case you didn't know, a cross stitch conversion is where you take a cross stitch pattern and you convert it to a diamond painting by using the chart to place your drills onto a gridded canvas. You don't have to use a gridded canvas, you can use graph paper and double-sided tape. That's been done, but for this purposes I am using a blank gridded canvas. You can get these from various places online. I got this particular canvas from Penny at KALBSSparkles, and yeah, it's a case of, instead of stitching it, for every stitch that you would lay, you're doing a diamond drill instead. So I'm going to try and get that in the right place. I am using predominantly, not all, but predominantly spare drills. So let me just get the other bits that I need and I'll be back. So I am back. So what am I using today? I am using a soft grip pen, which are pens that I make. There will be some of these going up at the weekend. So this is an older one. I've got a 7 placer and a single placer, both with double-sided taping. I am using the white blinged up XL tray. I don't use any other trays. If you are interested in the cook trays, whether that be the mini, the standard or the XL, there is a link to my Etsy shop down below. I hate saying down below. It sounds like when I was a teenager and my mum was talking about anything that pertained to my lady area. You got a problem down below. That's what she used to say. Anyway, so I am going to start. I am predominantly using spare drills, just because I want to use them up. So I'm going to find my first symbol. It does depend how I work with this, but basically you have got a 900 drill size square. So 3 squares across, 3 squares down gives you 900 drills. When I'm diamond painting normally, I usually start down here in this corner, but it does vary with this because obviously what I want is to end up with a large amount of drills right at the end so I can just fly through, because you've got to mark these off as you're going, so it does take a little bit longer. But I'm going to put these 5 in. Let's see if I can get 5. Oh, 1. Oh, 1 extra. And I've just realised I haven't got my glasses on either. That is not good. Let me get those. I normally pride myself on how little editing I have to do. And today's video, stop, start. Anyway, it is Friday. Yay! I'm not filming this on Friday, however. I'm filming this on Tuesday, which is literally the first day of my working week. But, you know, I like to keep you guys going. So, yeah, you will be watching this on Friday. Fridays are now my DIY DP weekly days. So I've got those in. So I'm going to change the pen and I'm just going to mark those off. And then I'm going to find the next colour. Oh, just got a few in that corner, look. So yes, I like to get this filmed ahead of time because I tend to have more time at the weekends to film than during the week. But if I do have spare time in the week, and I do this week, I've got a quiet week this week, then I will crack out the camera. We had a very busy weekend last weekend, so because it is Tuesday and I don't have anyone in, perfect time to do some videos. So doing this one, anyone who is interested in doing a conversion, let me go through what we've got in the description box below. So first of all, I have a link to Diamond Art Club when I am doing normal diamond painting, as it were. It is always Diamond Art Club now, always. I am an affiliate. There is a link. If you have never ordered from Diamond Painting, get it out. Come on. If you have never ordered from Diamond Art Club before, you can use that link to get a discount. That link will also tell them that you have come from my channel, and I will also get a small amount of commission. It is a very small amount of commission, but it helps. Anything helps when you're doing this on YouTube. It is all very gratefully received. Proof that I sit and eat when I'm diamond painting. I had a crumb in my drills. So if you haven't, however, so if you want to use that link, just check that you're using the latest video. It needs to be used within 7 days of me posting the video up. If you don't want to use that, that's fine. There are lots of discount codes for Diamond Art Club. You never, ever, ever have to pay full price. Never, ever. There is also a link to my brand new Facebook group. I thought it was time. I grew up and I was a big girl and I had my own. That will be being used predominantly for the event that I run twice a year called DIY DP. This year, I've always sort of used my friend Penny at KALBSSparkles group, so it didn't seem, but this year I kind of feel like I need to like strike out on my own and get it done. So there is a link for the Kuk Kittens or Kuk Kittens, if you prefer. I don't mind, whichever way you want to say it. I've got too many that time. I got drills left behind. Right, let's squish that one up there because I need one there. So let's do that. Yeah, so you will need that if you are looking to take part in DIY DP Spring 25, which is in May. You will need to be on my Facebook group to be able to post your updates, etc. The only exceptions will be if you don't have Facebook, in which case you will then need my email address, which is also in the description box. Nice and easy, isn't it? Nice and easy. All the info will be given out over the next few weeks, hence why I'm now doing this, so that I can get at least one section done a week. What else is in my description box? There is my Etsy shop for trays and pens. There is Penny's Etsy shop for KALBSSparkles if you are looking for spare drill storage items. Or maybe you're looking for cover papers. Maybe you would like the hashtag DIYDP cover papers. You can get them from Penny. Her link is also in the description box. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. There's my email, obviously. And that's it. That's what's in the description box. So what is the point of me doing this weekly? Well, the problem is, it is a problem. I am one of those diamond painters that has a project like this on the side, as it were. It's not my regular love. I love diamond painting, and I love the ease of diamond painting normally because I'm lazy. And when I diamond paint, if I have time to diamond paint for myself, I just want to diamond paint. This takes a little bit more thinking about, but I can't bear the thought of wasting all of those lovely drills. So hence why I started doing one. But I got in the habit, especially last year. The last year, I literally only touched this canvas for the events. It's not enough. Not enough. If I want to do some of the ones that I've got saved, I need to crack on. So by doing this weekly, I achieve 2 goals. Number 1, I get 900 drills done a week. Number 2, actually 3 things. 1, I achieve 900 drills a week. Number 2, it gives me a video each week. Number 3, it means that I get to talk about the event so that I can entice people in to take part in that. So it's a threefold thing. It's not a bad thing. How many of these teas have we got? Quite a few. Let's do those. I'll try and get all these, the small amounts done first. 904. And I would love to grow the event. This year I have gone back to providing my own prizes. If you are in the United States and you take part, then you may very well get a canvas from the lovely Betsy McLeod. I mean, I'm saying that, I don't know for definite, but I'm sure she would if I asked her. Because she's always done it before. It's just that I've not needed it because we haven't had people that have won. So I'm hoping this time to give her some people that she can... No, that's not the one I want. I want that one. There we go. That I can give her some people she can send some canvases out. She just knows that she's got too many to ever complete. So... very gratefully received. But the majority of prizes for this event will either be diamond painting related items. That could be canvases, tools, trays, you know, all the good stuff. But please bear in mind that I am doing this out of my own pocket. Okay, it won't be anything special. It's not going to be anything, well, it will be if it's trays because they'll be limited edition. More on that later. Not later in the video, later as we get towards the event. Don't want all of you going, please tell me now. You said you were going to tell us. No, I mean later. I'll tell you later. Anyway, what have I been doing to prepare for this? Well, the other day I did a kitting down, so I had a little bit of a update on what drills I'd got and what I needed. So I don't need as many as I thought, but I do have some. I must remember to put a list up of the drills that I want in case you are able to help me. Drills would be gratefully received. I will, of course, reimburse you for the cost of the postage. I don't want anyone to be out of pocket sending me drills. Okay, nobody. So we will do that. So it is Tuesday. I have been to work this morning. I'm just going to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's right. I thought I'd got the 10, 9 in the wrong place. Yes, I have been to work this morning and I rushed home. I then had to come home and find payslips and my credit report to send to the mortgage advisor, which also goes to my husband. So he is now going to see what I've got on my credit cards. Nah. Don't like that. I like to keep my own business, but there you go. So I've done that because we are in the process of remortgaging because our 5-year mortgage has come to an end. So yeah, we're looking at doing that. And there's been a lot going on in the house, so I'm just trying to embrace the quiet. And I have to say, 2024, I'm much, much calmer than I've been for a long time. I'm really starting to open up to the peace that's within me. And that's nice. It's nice to have those quiet times. I've got time now to come home and maybe sit and watch a documentary. I realised last night just how many documentaries I watch. I like constantly, not documentaries in heavy documentaries, but like, you know, I don't watch a lot of fiction. I just don't. It's not my thing. I did start to watch The Rig last night with Ashley because we've been watching The Great Pottery Throwdown. Fall in love with it. Fall in love with Keith. Love him. But we got onto this last series and didn't realise it was still ongoing. And I can't do that. I've got to wait for them all to be there. So I was a bit gutted. So Ashley said, how about The Rig? And I sulked a bit because I don't really like watching fiction. But anyway, I begrudgingly admit that we've done 2 episodes. It was okay. It was okay. It'll do. But I'm really just not a fiction watcher. I like documentaries. I like true crime. I like documentaries on lots of stuff. I have this thing about survival programs. Love that sort of thing. And it's everything that I enjoy is about getting back to a simpler life. You know, a life before we had phones, before we had social media, before we even had bloody ovens and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm all about that natural life. And it's really become clear just recently. Looking forward to spring because I need to go and crop some nettles. I'm going to make some teas this year. I'm actually going to see if I can find myself a nice forager's basket. Just something nice that I can take out with me. I won't be on my own. I've got a friend that's going to be going with me as well. But I want to dry my own herbs this year. My own, you know, nettles and mint and all that sort of thing, so I can make my own teas through the rest of the year. And the best time to crop nettles is actually in the spring when you've got the new shoots. So yeah, definitely want to get into more of that this year. Of course, I'm going to continue doing my hobby. You know, this is my big focus for 2025. How crazy is it we're even in that year? The Jetsons ruined my life. Just saying. But yeah, it's that is definitely on the forefront. It is to continue growing, and just, you know, thank you if you've been with me from the beginning. You're still here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But yeah, it's a case of I'm definitely. I think it comes, for me, or that's what it seems anyway, for me and Ashley, it appears that middle age is well and truly set in. We have both admitted that we've had a little bit of empty nest syndrome. It really has hit us hard, I think. And now we're starting to realise how freeing it is. Because we don't have to worry. We don't have to have a holiday when the schools break up. We don't have to cart Cat with us everywhere we go. She can stay at home, you know, and in actual fact most of the time she wants to. So you know, it's quite freeing. It's just finding what we want to do with that time together. Now, as I said, I am quite happy diamond painting. I do take it in the front room sometimes, but it's just such a faff because then I've got to make sure I've got a decent light. So I've got to unplug the light from in here and take it in there. And yes, I could buy another light, but then that's more stuff. And I want to try and cut down how much stuff I've got. I do have a kit pulled out to get kitted up. I will tell you all about that on the next whip, not on this. So I pulled that down today. So that will be fun. I haven't yet started on my big canvas. I'm sort of holding off. I was holding off because I've got Wicked Witch that I can still finish. So I want to finish her first so that I can do a kitting up of a new kit. And then I can have a finish of her and I can kit her down. Then I can start on this new one because it's a big canvas. However, it's narrower than it is long, so I'm going to be able to roll it, which is nice. I quite like working like that. So yeah, that's exciting. What else have I got going on? Not a lot really. Very quiet. And after the emotional roller coaster that was the latter part of last year, that's what I want. We had a little bit at the beginning of the year, but things seem to be settling down now, which is good, because it was really starting to play havoc with my mental health. It was, you know, trying to be the strong one. If you're a mum and you've got children that go through things, then you will know what I mean. Trying to stay strong so you can support them, absolutely devastating for you, because it has an impact, or it does on me. And it is not news to anybody that your mental health can have a massive impact on your physical health. And that is certainly true of me. Certainly true. So yeah, I'm just working through getting these colours in, trying to save those larger amounts. This is what I don't like about you, right? So these are cheap drills. I know they're cheap drills because they don't line up very well in the tray. The difference between cheap drills and Diamond Art Club drills in these trays is phenomenal. However, I'm not going to be too picky because they are leftover drills. So I am grateful for that. And I'm just going to use them up so that all I have is Diamond Art Club drills. I do need to go on and order this other canvas. I got a canvas the other day, which is literally a 30 by 40. I got it as a freebie on Temu, but it doesn't have the guideline at the 5 and the 10. So yeah, I'll use it for something at some point, but not overly keen, not gonna lie. I do hope that you are all well. I haven't even asked. I do hope that you're all well. I hope that if you have an interest in conversions, it may just be that you like watching the videos. It might be that you use them like normal whips. When all said and done, that's all I'm doing, isn't it? I'm working on my project and I'm talking, so why not? Or it may be that you're sitting there working on your conversion yourself or getting ready to join me in hashtag DIY DP Spring 25. Who knew? Right, so that one needs to be, no, it is 2. That one there. Lots and lots and lots of counting. Which is all right until I do it wrong. And then it's a whole different ball game. Right, so we want 2 in there. And 1 there. I did have a little bit of a tidy up in here. I'm one of these people, I very often do have sort outs. I will very often just, and I came back yesterday. Yesterday I went for a walk with a couple of friends from Circle. And it was a nice day. It was a little bit breezy, but that was good. Blew away the cobwebs, as we said. And there are those little indicators that spring is not too far away. Now, this weekend, it is in bulk, which is the start of the year. We have Bridget. to some of you, known as Saint Bridget. But she's not a saint in Old Irish. She's actually the child of a god. But anyway, there are new shoots and stuff coming through. We've got crocuses and crocuses and daffodils coming up already in the garden, which is fabulous. I do love a little bit of sunshine. So I will be going out on Saturday and doing a ritual for in bulk. I think we're also doing something at Circle this week as well, so that'll be interesting. Maybe a new Bridget's cross. I've still got last year's hanging up. So hopefully that will keep negative energy out for another little while. Right, we'll get those. 701. Nice bright green. Let's do those. Let's get some green in here. You will notice that I have more than one shade. It doesn't bother me. As long as they're close, it's all right. So I'm not an avid, they must absolutely colour match, because from past experience, I know that it doesn't really matter as long as they are green. It's just whatever you can put up with in your head. Some people can get away with it, some people can't. I'm quite happy. And if it's anything really important, I'll just pick out the colour that I want. Nice and easy. What I do like is the fact that doing this gives me time to think. And we do need to do some thinking, because when we remortgage, we're going to be taking some equity out of the house to do the little, we call it an extension. It's not really an extension. Let me explain. So the room I'm in now is the old dining room. So there is a small kitchen and a dining room off it. What is now the door into the sunroom was originally the back door of the house. So the wall of the room that I'm in would have been the back wall of the house. And the people that lived here before put a sunroom on. Now it's a sunroom because it has got windows like a conservatory, but it is brick built at the bottom and it has a flat covered roof. There is no glass roof or anything like that. The plan is that we are going to take the wall on one side of the sunroom out a bit. We are going to move the door, the kitchen door, from where it is now to where the window is, and we are then going to knock through from this room into the sunroom. We are going to have, hopefully, budget dependent, hopefully we will have bifold doors, and we will then be able to create a utility room with a downstairs toilet, because we really need a downstairs toilet. I'm not being funny. It's like, you know, at the minute there's like 5 adults in this house and we're all sharing one bathroom, so it's needed. We will then go from having a flat roof in the sunroom to having a pitched roof, and we will then have Velux windows, which will then give us some light into this room, because this room is so dark because it doesn't have any windows on the outside. So it's a bit of money, quite a bit of money, and it's going to be a bit of disruption, but it's definitely going to be worth it, because once I've got a downstairs toilet, we can then rip the bathroom out. But these things take time, and we don't want to use the savings that we've got to do that. We would rather do it with the equity from the house. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So because of that, yeah, we're having to do the whole mortgage arranging thing now, the fixed year. So we're going to go for another fixed 5 years and see where we get to. Right, how many of those? Oh, not too many. Let's do those then. 3045. It will, of course, mean that my craft room will no longer be a craft room. It will be part of a bigger room, which will be a living area, come dining area type thing, which will be nice. So I'll probably be in the corner somewhere, at my desk, in the corner, out the way. But you know, things change. Cat might move out. We live in hope. And then I could snaff her room as a craft room, although it's quite small. I think it's smaller than this room is, the snug. But you know, I will always have a space. And that's about it, I think. That's about all the news I've got. But the good thing is, because I have now got this out, I cannot put this away until I finish this section, because that's the rule. If I get it out to work on it, I've got to finish that section that day before I put it away. So it's a good thing. Alright, let's get that one, and then these two. Oh, buggered that up, didn't I? It's that one. Come back. Right, so that's that. And then, where's that one? There. Like that. Yes? Yes. Sorry, I got confused. Right, let me have a look at what time it is, because I don't want to go on rattling on too long. Oh, 32. I can do a bit longer. I can do a bit longer. I don't want to rattle on too long because, A, it takes forever for the bloody videos to upload. And B, I'm a lot quicker when I'm not being filmed. I'm trying to behave myself, thinking about it. But it's all good. Still on Weight Watchers. Didn't have the best week last week. I wasn't particularly good. But neither was my daughter because it was her birthday. So all forgiven. All is forgiven. And that's it. Nothing more interesting than that. I am looking forward to Circle this week. I always do, but I think the ceremonies, they're really nice. I mean, me and another friend, at least, it may be others in the group as well, are doing our own thing anyway for In Bulk. But it is nice, you know, and what I love is, you know, there's a good group of us and all of us have different interests, beliefs, things that we do, things we don't do. And it doesn't seem to matter. We sort of accept each other's opinions. I think that's quite important. I think, you know, I can sit there and I can talk with somebody who's got a different idea than me, and I can accept that. And it's interesting to see how those things, see how much we have in common, how different our views on things are, but at the same time, how everything is so connected. If you take the time just to have a look at different religious beliefs across the world, you'd be amazed how many of the old stories they have in common. You'd be amazed, actually, like just digging deep into old Irish. I mean, there hasn't always been people on Ireland. Just saying. That's been quite interesting. It's opened my eyes up to a lot. But yeah, the things that we find out, and the things that we find that are very similar across different beliefs, religions, whatever you want to call it. And I like that because we give each other so much, you know, even though we may have different paths, very often we are making connections because of things that other people have experienced or found or seen or heard, you know, and that's empowering. That's amazing. So yeah, a good way to start what would have been the old New Year before the Gregorian calendar came in, which kind of feels nice. Okay, that's that one. So you can see how this is starting to build now. So when you first start doing your section, you're counting the squares to put your drills in the right place. Once you start getting so far along, however, you stop counting, because you're then using drills you've already laid to guide you to where you've got to go. I am not saying that you won't make mistakes. You will. Okay, you will. Sometimes those mistakes will be so minor that you go, not bothering. It's fine. I can live with it as it is. And that is also okay. Right, I'm going to do 610 and I'm going to call it quits after that, because I need to get this video uploaded. And then I've got all week then, because I was really naughty. I did one video, I think, on Saturday. So I need to make sure that I'm filming more, because I need to be 2 weeks ahead all the time. If I'm 2 weeks ahead, it won't matter if I go on holiday or away for a weekend or whatever, because I'll have that leeway. Plus, I've got kitting up to do. And you know I love a kitten up. I've got kitting up to do. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. So get that in there. So, yeah, I'm just looking for the patterns. I'm looking for the spaces now in the pattern to judge where my drills need to go. If I can multi-place, I absolutely will. I couldn't do this all day long. I couldn't. It would drive me mad. I think just because it's more involved, and I've just put that one was not the one I wanted to put in. I wanted to put in this one, which is there. So let's get rid of that. So I might as well do this square now, because I've already buggered it up. So that one goes in there. Let me just catch up. Done those two. It's not the way I planned to do this section, but being as I put that one in the wrong place, I might as well. Well, I didn't. I did need one there. It wasn't what I'd planned to do, however. Right, so let's get these three. What was I saying? Yeah, it's too much thinking. And I like to sit here with my diamond painting and like to just watch TV, mindless TV, and just get lost in it, in diamond painting. And I've done more of that this year than I ever have since I started doing YouTube. It's been really nice to have the time to just sit and think and, you know, take the time to look at what I'm doing and just enjoy it. Been very nice. That's them two. I've got a spare drill there. I've dropped that one. So let's get these in. So as I come to the end of filming on this section, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget that any information you may need is in the description box below this video. Don't forget to join the group. It would be lovely to have you on. And can I ask, as a final favour, if you are new, if you are a regular, it doesn't matter. Please, please do take the time to like the video if you've liked this content. It really, really helps. Please comment below if you have questions, or you want to let me know something, or you just want to say hi. And please share. Most of all, please subscribe, because that's how my channel is going to grow. It's going to grow through subscriptions. So thank you for joining me for this video. It is a huge thank you from me, and it's over and out from this Kuk Kitten.